Welcome, fellow denizens of the dark. This is Lance, your host of Strange Bites, where we sink our teeth into wonderfully weird and wild science discoveries. A huge thank you to all of you for tuning in. Your ears make these strange journeys possible. If you're enjoying the show, please hit that subscribe button, leave us a quick review, give us a follow on Facebook, Instagram, Threads, or X. Every subscription, every rating, every follow helps us reach more curious minds and keeps the Strange Bites coming. Your support truly makes a difference. Now, let's dive into today's bite. It's the dead of night in the jagged mountains of southern Iran, April 2026. A lone American pilot, call sign Dude 44 Bravo, ejects from his burning F-15E Strike Eagle after it gets shot down in a firefight. He's hurt, exhausted, hiding in a rocky crevice with Iranian forces hunting him. A bounty on his head. His survival beacon is dead. No radio, no heat signature they can lock onto. To the world, he's a ghost. But something else is listening. Not eyes in the sky, not drones with cameras, not even the old school radar that scans for metal or movement. No, this listener is tuned into one thing you can't turn off, no matter how still you lie or how quiet you breathe. Your heartbeat. Tonight's Strange Bite is fresh off the classified wires, a never-before-used CIA tool called Ghost Murmur. And yeah, it just saved that pilot's life by hearing his heart from 40 miles away. This is episode 17, Ghost Murmur, and here's how the tale unfolds in the shadows where facts meet the kind of chill that will make you check your own pulse. Picture a team of operators back at a secure US base, hunched over glowing screens in a dimly lit room that smells like coffee and ozone. They're not staring at satellite photos. They're watching a live feed from something straight out of a quantum physics lab. Long-range magnetometry sensors. Think super fancy diamond-powered magnets that can sniff out the tiniest magnetic fields humans make. Every time your heart beats, it fires off a little electrical spark. That spark creates a whisper of a magnetic field. Normally it's so weak, you'd need a sensor pressed right against your skin to catch it in a hospital. But Ghost Murmur? It's been engineered to catch that whisper from miles away. The magic ingredient? Tiny defects inside man-made diamonds. Places where a nitrogen atom sits where a carbon atom should be. These nitrogen vacancy centers act like microscopic quantum compasses. Shine a green laser on them and they glow red. Wiggle a magnetic field nearby, and the glow changes. It's like the diamond is whispering back to the machine, "Hey, I feel something." Lockheed Martin's Skunk Works, the same secretive crew that built the U-2 spy plane and the SR-71 Blackbird, turned those lab curiosities into something field-ready. They mounted the sensors on helicopters, maybe even tested them for future fighter jets. But until that April night, it had never been used in a real rescue. The operators fired up Ghost Murmur. The desert is a perfect place for it. Empty, quiet, low on electronic clutter. No city lights, no power lines buzzing, no crowds of other hearts muddying the signal. The raw data pours in, faint, noisy, buried in Earth's own magnetic hum, in the wind's static. That's where the second half of the spell kicks in. Artificial intelligence. The AI doesn't just look for any blip. It's been trained on the exact rhythm and electromagnetic fingerprint of a living human heart. It filters out noise the way you'd pick one voice out of a roaring stadium crowd. It learns the pattern, steady thump around 1 beat per second for a resting person, and says, "There, that one. That's not a truck engine. That's not an animal. That's a guy trying not to die." They narrow it down. 40 miles, a rough location in the mountains. Commandos scramble before dawn. They slip in, grab the pilot, and get him out under fire. Mission success. First time Ghost Murmur ever proved itself in the wild. The name itself is poetry from the spook world. Murmur is the doctor speak for those extra heart sounds that tell you something's alive inside. Ghost is what they call the target who's vanished, off the grid. No signals, no trace. Put them together and you get the creepiest promise in modern warfare. In the right conditions, if your heart is beating, we'll find you. Now, zoom out from that desert rescue and sit with what this actually means. We've crossed a line that feels almost supernatural. For thousands of years, the human heart was the ultimate private thing, hidden behind bone and skin, the rhythm of your life that only you and the people right next to you could feel. Poets call it the seat of your soul. Doctors listened with stethoscopes. Lovers felt it racing against your cheek. It was intimate. It was yours. Ghost Murmur rips that privacy out of the dark and turns it into data. A machine can now reach across mountains, across borders, across the night itself and say, I know you're there, because your heart won't shut up. Philosophically, it's bigger than one rescue. It's a glimpse of a future where biology becomes the ultimate tracking device. Think about it. No more hiding in plain sight. No more going dark if your pulse is still ticking. In search and rescue, it's a miracle. Lost hikers, earthquake survivors, soldiers behind enemy lines all get a second chance because their own body betrays their location in the most innocent way possible. But flip the coin. The same tech that saves a pilot today could tomorrow let governments or corporations scan entire cities for suspicious heart patterns. Protest crowds. The AI could count the pulses and map who's scared, who's calm. On the battlefield, every enemy fighter becomes a blinking dot on the screen. Disaster zone? Sure, but what about your bedroom window at 3 a.m.? What about activists, journalists, or anyone the powerful decides is inconvenient? We're talking about the death of plausible deniability, the end of certain kinds of solitude, and maybe even the erosion of something deeper, the ancient human belief that there are still corners of existence that technology cannot touch. Your heartbeat was one of those corners. In the long run, this discovery forces us to ask, when every living thing leaves an invisible electromagnetic signature, and AI can read it like a fingerprint, what does freedom even mean anymore? Do we double down on countermeasures? Faraday cages in our clothes? Heart rate jammers? Living in high noise environments? Or do we accept the age of invisibility is over and start building ethics and laws around it before this tech spreads to every drone, every border, every smart city? Ghost Murmur didn't just find one pilot in the Iranian mountains. It found the edge of a new world, one where the line between hunter and hunted is drawn by the quietest beat inside your chest. So, how's your pulse right now? Did this bite hit a little hard? I'm gonna go sit in my copper cage and think about it. Thanks so much for listening. If you enjoyed the story, please hit that subscribe button. Give me a follow on Facebook, Instagram, or X. Until next time, stay strange and question everything.